Hey everyone, thank you for being here. My name is Holly. I'm a psychic medium, energy reader. So, and my patience is about gone. I think that's part of the general current and the general vibe. A whole lot of people are just worn out, me included. Cold. It is cold where I am. We had a big temperature drop. And, but I think in general, it's just people are tired, worn out, exhausted, physically tired. Not just, oh, I kind of don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. I mean, just absolutely drained, physically exhausted. Right there with you. I feel it. So, yeah, got my coffee and I got a beautiful mug with one of my beloved elementals. And I think that's the energy. I actually had to turn off a little space heater because it was making so much noise in the background. So the Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care. I think we are going to take a look at that. All right. I don't need to return. Oh, I already pulled a card. I don't need to return to older versions of myself to satisfy people who aren't ready to see how I have changed. In other words, some people will never be ready for you. You change anyway. You keep growing. You keep evolving. Oh, here, let's put it here. Okay. So that goes along with this, being physically exhausted. Who is taking care of you? Who is nurturing you? Who is feeding you energetically or literally? And if it's no one but you, don't let anybody tell you what to do. Okay. So anyway, I think that's the energy because I wasn't expecting that last little bit. Okay. Cheers, everyone. I need another drink of my warm coffee before we get started on a general reading, and this will be a general reading. Please understand that. Oh, so yummy. All right, I am drawn to this one, The Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Linn. Someone is being told they're not doing enough, and I know like last week and I think the beginning of this week it was all about, oh, this is the beginning of the week. Oh my gosh. Okay. But I was, it was about feeling that way about yourself, that you haven't done enough. But I feel like there's someone out there that is being told by someone else, you're not accomplishing enough, or you need to think about this, or you need to think about that, or why haven't you tried this, or why haven't you tried? Well, shut up. How about a big helping us shut up? What are you doing? That's what I want to say. So, and that's not directed at you. Please understand that. But sometimes we are so nice. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes trying to be a peacemaker gives people the wrong impression. And sometimes when you are a peacemaker and you don't want to go looking for a fight, that never suits anybody's higher purpose. But, and we're going somewhere with this. I don't know where yet, but I know Spirit's leading me down a path here. Sometimes if you are too accommodating, it sends the wrong message. It's okay to say no. Oh, saying no came up last week. So it's okay to say no. Or it's okay to do what you need to do to let people know, you got the wrong one. I'm not going to take your responsibilities and add them to my responsibilities. No. All right, this one, before I put this together, this card. Forest Temple Enlightenment. Well, hopefully we're going to get some enlightenment about this. So I'm not suggesting that you tell anyone to shut up. I'm not suggesting that you go looking for a fight. What I am saying is it's okay when people clearly do not appreciate or understand what you're about or what you're doing, how much effort you put into things, or how much effort you have put into things. Very often people will paint a picture that is not based in reality because it has something to do with them and their sense of lack or lack of self-worth. Remember, it has nothing to do with you. Now, that came up in yesterday's reading. All right, one on the top. Enchanted Fern Grotto Refuge. Ooh, that's a kind of cool card. Look at all the colors. And man, this is someone who's living her best life. And male or female, it doesn't matter. But this is a person who is living the best life possible. Live in full color. Yeah. Live the way you want to live. And try to avoid the temptation to compare yourself to other people. All right. And unicorn. Purity. And you know why? Because you're a unicorn. You are absolutely special. And the one under that, Spirit Guardian of Autumn. Well, well, well. And in this hemisphere, we are smack on into autumn. The season of letting go. Letting go of what doesn't serve you. Letting go of this self-sacrificing need to please. Ooh, where'd that come from? Is this going somewhere, Spirit? Because I feel like I'm just getting all judgmental and preachy on people. This is interesting. When I first started, I felt the need for rose oil. Not rose water, but like straight rose oil on my third eye. And I use that as a spiritual cleanser, but also as a designation of, okay, I need my protection teams in here now. So I kind of felt like we may have some energy stepping in that could be in need of facilitating crossing over. But I don't know that that's it. I feel like we've got a different type of energy here. When I ask Spirit to help me to understand, okay, where is this going? Because I know I'm being fed information. Because when I started recording, I was just tired and cold. I really didn't have any direction and planned. I mean, I asked Spirit, what mug? This one. Okay. I didn't even ask why, because I like it. So we're going in this direction for a reason. And I'm having trouble recalling with what I just said. So that means there's nothing wrong. It just means that is coming from somewhere outside of me. I'm not even interpreting it. So where are we going with this? When I ask, instead of this warm, gentle blanket of energy surrounding me, lovingly giving me words and images and scenarios and that kind of thing, I'm getting pillars, but they're beings. Strong. Ooh. Even got goosebumps. They are incredibly strong pillars of beings, all behind me. If someone approaches you, or I feel like they don't have the chutzpah to approach you directly, okay? I feel like someone is going to send negative intention though. And it could be indirectly, they don't even realize they're doing it. And I'm getting a yes, that's it. So, be aware that there could be someone with negative intentions. And the way you manifest anything is through your intentions. Therefore, sending negativity toward others is simply an issue of the intention. So you don't want to ever wish harm on anyone, because my gosh, why? There's just, everybody has their own path and everybody bears out their truth. Their lives bear out their truth. I have said that for years, going into decades. So these pillars of beings, these strong guardians behind me, and I can feel them. They're not very talkative, but they are incredibly protective. Is there a message you wish for me to convey? You are not alone. You are divinely guided, and you are supernaturally protected. You are protected. Let people envision whatever they want, because they do not have, that means they have, or okay. What that means is that they are lacking the connection to the divine within. There is a disconnect between their heart space and their sacred self and the all that is. That disconnect has to be filled up in some way. They have to feel powerful in some way. So the way they feel powerful is by trying to snuff out the light of someone that they are either threatened by, perceive as stronger, whatever it is. And the image I got was like the old-fashioned candle snuffers, with the little bell-shaped thing on the end that you would take and put over the top of a candle wick to snuff it out. You don't have to be alarmed, and you don't have to worry about what anyone is doing. You are being protected. Okay, and here's the other thing I'm hearing. If you are going through your daily life and you are feeling particularly invisible, you feel like, what's going on? You are being protected from prying eyes. You are being protected from invasive energies. Now, this is going to all alter and shift over time, where you will step into whatever role you need to fill in your life and for others. But for right now, I see. It goes back to what I was saying earlier, that of just this sense of being so physically exhausted, it would be too much to expect someone to battle other people's insecurities that are manifesting in the form of issuing ill will towards someone in the collective. Well, okay. I don't feel like we need to do a tarot reading necessarily, unless we want to figure out what, but that could be coming from anywhere. There are a lot of angry people in the circle of your awareness. They are on the cusp of healing or making big life-altering decisions. And because they feel as though you have some other knowledge that maybe they don't have, for whatever reason, they're taking it out on you. Kind of like a little kid who's sleepy and hungry and having a temper tantrum. Who do they take it out on? The parent right there. They don't have beef with that parent. Particularly if it's a really loving parent, but that's the person closest to them. And considering they're about 3 or 4 when they do that, okay, whatever. Adults should know better. All right. Yeah, I feel like this is coming from almost every single place, and that's, I just realized I grabbed this one, so I guess this is the one I'm using after all. Pulp Tarot. This could be coming from anywhere, so I have a feeling it goes back to that also feeling invisible, because everyone is very raw right now. A lot of raw nerves. A lot of raw energy. And as a result, it is important for you to kind of just fly in under the radar, because if you don't, it could get overwhelming and your level of fatigue would just intensify. Okay. So I'm asking, what's the fix and how long will this last? And they're saying, you could have a couple of weeks of this actually, but what to do about it is to do things to lift your vibration. That came up, I don't remember when it came up. All right. Do things to lift your vibration. Sing, dance. If you're allowed to paint walls where you live, paint a wall. Nothing will shift the energy in your space faster than a new coat of paint in a different color. All right. One on the top. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Nine of Swords. It is time to rest. This is why you are being made invisible to the masses. You need time to rest, recover, and heal. All right. What is the message for the collective, please? All right, we got quite a few. What is the message for the collective, please? What is the message for the collective, please? Please. And I've said the prayer in my head that I usually say out loud. Okay. All right, we've got a King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, Queen of Wands, Temperance. Oh my gosh, okay. All right, so here's what we got. Oh, and interesting, on the bottom. And they want me to take this one inverted or upside down. You know how we usually have the Knight of Pentacles? It's always upright, and this guy is smarmy as all get out, plays at being something he isn't. This time, that is not an issue in your life. All right, so the ones that came out of the middle of the deck, that I was really drawn to, and this one just fell on the floor. Oh, the Devil, what do you know? Okay, so let's take a look at what we've got here. Oh my word. Okay. There's so much going on here. I know there's this big protection team that's standing guard, but I'm going to need my spirit team to come in because there's just a whole lot going on here. All right. Now we have, you saw a minute ago, the Nine of Swords. Time to rest and recover. All right, then we have Knight of Cups. That guy. All right, or girl, whatever. Guy, gal. We had that one the other day. All right, but then we also have the Page of Cups. And then we have Four of Wands. Page of Swords. I'm going to put all these court cards and aces together. And then we have Queen of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Swords. And then we have the King of Pentacles. And then we have the Devil. This truly gives me chills. This is not anything other. This is truly the negative intention I was talking about a minute ago. And it's intense. Someone is sending a big bucket full of negative intention. But you know what? It's not going to matter. King of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. So we got a Queen and King of Pentacles. We have the Moon. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So we have a Queen and King of Wands. And then we have Temperance to balance out the energy of that Devil. And then we have the Ace of Cups. All right. We have 1, 2... Okay. We have 2 aces. We have 2 pages. We We have one knight. We have 3 queens. We have 2 kings. We have 4 of wands. We have the moon. We have the devil and temperance. I am getting the impression distinctly there's also a whole lot of people involved. There are a lot of people involved. Some of them you don't know. Some of them have actively been plotting against you. And some of them, and not in like spell work kind of way, nefarious kind of stuff like that. And I think this is why we have the moon here. There was just a lot of negative intention. Also making up stories about you. However, we have temperance. Balance in all ways. That is getting ready to come to a close. Not the temperance, but the negativity, the ill intention, the stupid stories that are being made up, whatever. Because it feels very childish. It feels incredibly childish. All right. There will be information coming in, new information, new scenario, new lifestyle, new emotional balance coming into your life. This is the Hearth and Home card. This is the 4 of Wands. This is celebration. This is absolutely celebration. Look at this. I just realized this. We have, hold on, I'm not holding these the right way. All right, we'll do it this way. We have a Page and a Knight of Cups. I mean, not a Knight. We have a Page and an Ace of Cups. And a Knight of Cups. And then we have a Page of Swords and an Ace of Swords. It's almost like we've got little mini readings inside the one larger reading. That is where this 4 of Wands comes in. You're getting ready, once we get past this, what I'm going to call a negative phase, and it's a negative energetic phase. It has nothing to do with anything you've done or anything you're doing, and you don't have to do anything about it. If people ask you to do things and you just don't have the time, the money, or the attention span to do it, just say, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. You don't even say you're sorry. You just say, no, I can't do it right now. I am overloaded. You don't even have to give an explanation. Just say, no, can't do it. Good luck with that. I hope it works out. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I did hear stop explaining, and that's why I was like trying to catch myself every time I started to do it. But you don't have to explain yourself, okay? Isn't that right? You want to climb around on the table and knock stuff over. I know exactly what she wants to do. How about you stay down here, baby? All right. Now, this will not last. This is the core of who you are. You don't ever have to even know what people are saying and doing about you, but I think you're going to find out. Oh, honey. Come on now, baby. Come on. Why don't you come down here? Thank you. That's a good girl. Thank you. Your resolve to be the best person you can be is your saving grace right now. And you have this massive presence of people, not people, beings. You have this massive presence of beings surrounding and protecting you. it's almost like a fortress. And I'm hearing the word fortress. It's like you are fortified with these beings who will not let anything through. So people can talk all they want. It's not going to make a bit of difference. But when they do start trying to leech on your energy and pull at you, just say no, can't do it. Leave it there. And that's going to be in the form of wanting you to, trying to put you in the role of benefactor, the helper, the sacrificing one, or the sacrificial one. No. Just say, no, can't do it. Leave it there. All right, so now we come to this whole King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. We've got two couples that are coming head to head. Because normally the suit cards you always think of as being, unless they're in the reverse, you know. But these are all upright, but they are, okay, for example, these two are not pleasant cards right now. This King and Queen of Wands, there is a couple. They remind me of little gremlins because it's like they're very negative and their negativity comes across as a form of plotting. Can't believe that. And always grumbling about something. I don't think they've ever seen a half full glass. It's always been half empty. Never dawned on them they could actually fill it up. These two are going to be consumed, and I'm hearing specifically the word greed. They are going to be consumed by their own greed. So there's money involved. Even more reason for you to start saying no if you haven't. Because this feels like the collective. Stability, groundedness. You give when you choose who you give to, not because it's expected. This feels like an Earth Mother. This feels like the Emperor and the Empress. Whereas the Queen of Swords has that Joan of Arc energy, which would be a high priestess all the way. But in the flesh and in a human existence, they are coming out in these forms. You have someone who has your back and you don't know it quite yet. You're getting ready to step into a place, or it's either a friendship, relationship, community, and they will have your back. Okay? I don't know that it's a community. I feel like this could be just a one-on-one kind of situation. But this is a situation where you're going to find someone, or someone's going to find you, more like it, that is equally matched, equally paired, will not take advantage of you, doesn't want anything from you except to spend time with you. Who's already done the work, inner and outer work. Whereas these two, the Wand couple, I don't even know what the relationship is with this set. But they are equally paired and equally matched. They are very similar in their energies. And they are greedy. Incredibly greedy. It's always about a big grab for them of either position, power, or money. That goes into that devil energy. This speaks of the temperance energy, okay? And then we have this, the Queen of Swords, who in this instance I feel like is a high priestess in human form. This is a reminder to listen to your intuition. This is a reminder to center yourself, get in your meditative practice. Don't worry about what other people are doing, and please do not try to retaliate in kind. You need to go within, talk to your teams, and as soon as you do, this protection team shows up. You need to this is a general reading. You do what you want to do. And not letting others mistake your intentions means that you don't run after people and try to help and fix. You just say, no. And you hang up or you close the door. Don't even let people into your house or your home, apartment, whatever. Your space needs to be, and I'm hearing the word fortified. So your space needs to be fortified, sanctified, and encircled to create such a boundary that no one will cross it. When you listen to your internal, or when you look at your internal compass and you listen through the messages, or you listen with the ears and you listen for the messages of spirit, not through. I don't know where that came from. But that is when you understand the truth of situations. Sometimes you can want something to be a certain way so much, you will deceive yourself into believing the lies to be truths. Interesting. This one was a little heavy. But this was a good message, and I feel like it's one that everyone needed. Or if this is your reading, and you'll know it. Because as I was going through the cards, and as I was getting messages, you probably got images of people or situations in your mind. If you have not wanted to, I mean, I know work is work and you have to work, but if you've not wanted to get out of your space, except for like very limited excursions, and when you do, you're exhausted, this is probably your reading. All right, we're going to get a card from, actually, I was going to get one from the Angels and Auras deck, but we're going to get a card from the Unfolding Path Tarot. This is the one that I'm being directed to pick up. Yeah, I'm getting chills again. And they're just saying right here, don't shuffle it again, just right here. Three of Cups. The number 3 is important. And I'm also hearing backstabbing, infidelity, and karmic justice. What just happened to the color on the... Let's see if that fixes it. Sometimes if I hold a card up, but... Thank you. Okay. Don't let others into your sphere. That's what I'm hearing. Don't let others into your personal space and circle. I'm hearing that they are not worthy of it. 10 of Swords. It is complete. There is a complete ending. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Coins. This is coming in. If you, here's the thing. Here's what I'm getting. With those last 2 cards in particular. And I feel like there's a chorus coming in. And they want to lift your spirits, and they want to lift you up, and they want to sing to you. Okay. Thank you. And they are in spirit, but I believe they have transitioned. They were all lost all at once. But in instances like this, they lift the vibration of those that they sing to. Thank you. Thank you for being here. They bring strength, light, and courage with them. That's wonderful. Okay, but those last two cards real quickly. And I was saying, this is a general reading. You do what you want to do. But if you deplete yourself completely trying to overgive to prove what a good person you are, all you're going to do is prove that you're a broke, busted person. Because that's what you'll be. Learn to say no. Take care of yourself. You can do this. Other people will have to learn their own lessons in whatever way they have to learn them. They are not your lessons to learn. You are getting ready to step into an abundant place. I don't see it happening this month, but you are stepping into an abundant place. And the things that you, during this period of isolation, that you start thinking about or setting into motion, even energetically, are the things that will help bring this about. Okay. Now we can do an Angels and Auras card. And then I'm going to wrap this up. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what I'm hearing. Bring us into this space. Bring us into this clearing. Bring us into this healing and hope. Bring us into this place of knowledge and wisdom. Bring your gifts of balance to all. Help us to understand our place in this world and what our gifts truly are. Get to this one. Get to the truth of a situation and then know it is the truth and believe it. Wow, there's a whole lot here. Okay. Soul groups. Messages, reunion, connection, and validation. Balance your chakras. If you're not sure where to start with the meditation, there are a ton of guided meditations on YouTube about balancing the chakras. I would start with those. Oh, I was hoping they'd give us an archangel. Shemuel or Shemuel. Happiness, vibrancy, energy, and hope. And the color light green. Oh, I love Shemuel. All right, perfect timing. Everything will come along in the right time. Auspicious, clockwork, planning, and patience. Perfect timing. Angels are watching over you. Supported, protected, loved, and encouraged. That's what this whole reading started as, with those pillars of beings. You can see an arc around me even. You can even see the arc. Can you see like a light? Anyway. Everything's okay. Reassurance, support, guidance, overseen. You are being overseen. All right, so you don't have to do anything but be you and focus on you. You don't have to do anything but stay true to who you are. Say no to the negativity. And it doesn't have to be in a big, loud, screaming kind of way. You know, I don't expect anybody to get out and fight anybody. Good Lord, no. We're all getting too old for that anyway. I do expect you to just say no and protect your energy. Protect your resources. I am sending you so much love and gratitude right now. You have no idea how much love I am sending you. If you saw yourself the way that Spirit sees you, there wouldn't be any room for fear or doubt. and you would know you are divinely protected at all times. Whew. This feels like it was a really big reading. I don't even know what to call it. I may just say stuff. All right, thank you. If you lasted this long, if you stayed with the video this long, thank you so much. Thank you. I do appreciate it. All right, we're going to talk again really soon. Bye.